Hello everyone. Today, Wednesday, the 10th of August, 2022, we're starting a new live interview this time with you guys. We have a special guest tonight. We're joined with a Moroccan traveler. You can call her traveler. She's a student as well. She's here to tell us about her experience with traveling, as well as her experience with studying the language, with studying the English language. So welcome, guys, to this live. I'm just waiting for Nuha to join. So I hope you're spending a wonderful time. I hope you're spending a great time, great summer. Hello, Nuha. Assalamu alaikum. First.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. It's very weird to speak in English.
Yeah, I know. You're not used to use English in interviews like this, in lives.
Yeah, in social media, no.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty weird, but just try to make some Arabic with them. Okay. Kids are playing around as well.
Normally it's bedtime, but
yeah,
it's not working, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
No,
sorry, we kept you awake this time.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Going to be a brief live, and we can just talk about.
I'm sorry, I'm coming. Like, give me just some
seconds. It's okay, no problem. Yes. Okay. Yes, guys, the live is going to be in English. We already announced this. ديجا خبرنا في العنوان بأنه غيكون live in English. So this goes with the concept of live interviews in English, where people can come and listen. So this is the purpose for this live. We'd like people to listen to us talking in English, because the aim of my page is to have people practice more their listening skills, help them learning English. So maybe this live is not for beginners or something like this. So we'll try to make it a brief live, talking about different topics, as I said before. So hello back, Nuha.
Thank you.
So Nuha, we would like to start with you first, telling us about your name, where you came from, what did you study, like in brief.
Okay, long story short. My name is
Nuha. Make it short, yes.
Okay, my name is Nuha Fathi, not Nuhaila. Okay, it's just Nuha. It's very simple.
Yes.
I'm from Morocco. Obviously, I did my bachelor degree in business administration here in Turkey, in English, and now I'm doing my master's degree in management. Yeah, and I have been in Turkey for 8 years now. I lived in Germany for 1 year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it. I'm married and I have a baby. He's 2 years old.
Good, nice. So this is in brief, and we would like to go bit by bit through your how did you start, like the first time you got your baccalaureate, which year?
2013.
2013, yes.
And then I'm 5 years old, by the way.
Yeah, okay. You moved immediately. You moved immediately to Turkey, or you spent some time?
No, I had 1 year. I did 1 year in university in Turkey, in Morocco. Sorry, in Algeria.
Yes.
And it was mainly not to study, but for an experience that I was always dreaming about it. I got this experience in the university. I did the activities I wanted to do, and then I started my my career, my real career.
Good. So before you took your baccalaureate, you were thinking about this. You had this idea that
I've been thinking of it all the time, because I grew up seeing like my parents talking about this, people I see, like I'm proud of them. I saw that they went through this, so it was kind of a dream for me. I would like to have the same experience. I want to live the same things I'm hearing stories about, and it was
Yes.
kind of like a
Fascinating
dream.
story. Did you find what you were hearing, the things you were hearing about, or you found different things at the university?
No, I think it wasn't just like the same, because when they were talking about it, it was more something like, you know, it's more motivating, and it's more, maybe I wasn't in the right place, or maybe I was too much more for that place. I don't know. My energy, the things I wanted to do, and
Have more. I see that you had more expectation from.
Yeah, maybe. I had more expectations, but at the same time, I don't regret it, because from the personal side, like for my skills, for a lot of things, I learned a lot. So I don't regret it at all.
Amazing. So when you moved to Turkey, how was this movement? Tell us about, how did you move? Was it like smooth? Was easy? What are the challenges?
It was easy, subhanallah, because it's kind of like Turkey. It was inviting me, not me looking for Turkey. Maybe I was lucky. So it was a coincidence. I never thought about like studying abroad even. I was against studying abroad, mainly like, you know, us Moroccans, Algerians, etc. It's always like, at that time, it's always France. If you want to study abroad, you go to France, and that's it. And I was no against, because there is no freedom there. Even if you are like, you are leaving your family, you are leaving a lot of like things in Morocco to go to study, but at the end, like especially like I'm a hijabi girl, so it's not even easy. But when they suggested Turkey, I was like, okay, that's different. It sounds nice, it sounds good, and it was the beginning of the Turkish series, you know, like Muhannad and Noor. It was like kind of
I remember, that's 2014, 2015, the time
exactly,
when Turkish series were like
the beginning,
famous.
It was the
Not
peak.
beginning, but beginning when Moroccan media started to translate them into Darija. So people are more watching them. So it's, as you said, it's not something easy, of course, to move from your country. You have to be more dependent. Were you married back then when you moved? Or
no, I got married after finishing my studies.
Yes. Okay. You said that you have stayed in Germany for 1 year.
Yes.
What was it? Was it for studying?
For studying. I studied there 1 year. It's a kind of exchange programs. So I went there for 1 year, and I tried to study there. I had a very nice experience. So yeah, from there how can I say, I experienced, and I learned that I love traveling. Not I love traveling, maybe more. It's more than love, I think.
Yeah, you're enthusiastic by this.
Yeah, exactly.
Who visited, like, before the first time you visited Germany, when you went there for studying for 2 years? Was it the first time you go abroad out of Turkey, or you have visited other countries?
It was my first time. The first time I went out of Morocco, it was to Turkey. I came to Turkey, and after that I went to Germany.
Good.
In Berlin. I stayed in Berlin for 1 year.
Amazing. So, like, let's go bit by bit. I received some questions about studying abroad, especially studying in Turkey. What would you say to those, like, still in the baccalaureate years, thinking about studying in Turkey? Would you recommend it? Or would you recommend other European countries, maybe?
If they have the opportunity to study in another European country, I would say, yeah, it's better. But if from like budget side, from a lot of things, I think Turkey, it's nice, because it's kind of the first step that opens for you a lot of doors.
Yeah.
And it's easy, like you don't need to block any money in the bank. You don't need to, you can study in English. You don't have to, especially if you will go to a private university. And even private universities are the same like price in Morocco. So why not to come like to a different country and try even like living in a different culture? It's much
Yeah.
better, I think.
So you would recommend it for students? Like,
Yeah,
what's
for
the
sure.
first thing? One of the questions I received. What is the first thing someone who wants to go to study in Turkey should do? Like, is there some specific things he should go through?
No, I think
Or
he just like some students, they need just to know what the aim or what the goal, why they want to study in Turkey, why it's Turkey, not somewhere else. And if
Mhm.
it's Turkey because you have some reasons, so I think they should Google, because people, they are like, oh, Turkey is beautiful. Oh, people, they go to study in Turkey, so I want to go to study in Turkey. I think
Yeah,
you have to adopt your own reasons.
yeah,
So that way you will have your own plan. And when you will come here, because I think Turkey, it's not the end of the journey. One day you should just take another step and go somewhere else. Okay, if you are comfortable here, if you like it, if you are part of, you feel that you are part of the society, it's okay. But as I said, it's a step that it opens for you the doors, and it gives you a lot of opportunities. You learn a lot of things. Maybe if I stayed in Morocco, I don't think I will have the opportunity to do an exchange program, or maybe I wouldn't have enough knowledge to know that there is such an opportunity,
yeah,
because this opportunity, it's made by the university. As of course, you need to be a good student, you need to have a good GPA, and you go through exams, and a lot of things. But at the end, I didn't Google it, I didn't look for it. Once I came to the university, they said that you have this opportunity, we have this program, we have this, we have that. And then I was like, okay, you
yeah,
have Erasmus programs, I would like to do this. And in fact, my GPA or my grade, it gives me two opportunities. Like, either I could study two diplomas. I
hmm,
could do a double diploma at the same time, because my GPA was good. But when I asked, and unfortunately it was the wrong answer, or maybe I asked the wrong person, they said if you do a double diploma, you cannot do Erasmus program. And
hmm,
because I was I was looking for this. I want to go, I want to travel, I want to try to study abroad. I want not only to study abroad, at the same time, I want to travel and discover other countries and other cultures. So I just, I was like, okay, I need to choose, and I choose to do Erasmus. And maybe, I don't know, it's good. I think, yeah, it's good. But also having two diplomas like in 5 years, I think it's also good.
yeah.
So that's why
Curiosity.
I said you need to have a clear plan and a clear reason, like why you are studying here, why do you want to come to Turkey. This is first. And the second, just to answer to your question, um, you should choose the right university for yourself. Like,
Hmm.
try to study it, like try to look for websites of universities, try to learn something about this university, try to ask people who are studying in this university. Not just if someone said, oh, okay, this university is good, or you want to study engineering, okay, this university, they teach engineering. There are a lot of universities teaching engineering, but are they good at this department? That's why you should look for it. And I don't think it's because you don't know Turkish you cannot discover this. I think you can know, you can find the answer for your questions.
Yeah. So when you move to, I think, speaking about it, integrating into the Turkish society, I guess. I think I've never been to Turkey, but I think it's easier than integrating in Germany or something society, since we have the same religion, maybe.
Yeah, from a side,
You
yes, it is, but from another side, it's not, because when I came here, it was the beginning of the Syrian refugees. So Turkey was like, Turkish people, they were welcoming a lot of Syrian refugees, and they
uh,
had this tension, when they see you, like, from your hijab, from, okay, you are Arab, but at that time, they didn't even know the Arab countries are more than 22 Arab countries. Like,
yeah.
there is not,
So
they know
everyone who
just,
wears hijab is from Syria, or
yeah, they used to know Syria, Saudi Arabia because of Hajj and Umrah, and maybe they know Palestine. So
That's all.
when you say, even you say Moroccan, they're like, where is this? And they don't call us Morocco, they call us Fas. So I'm
What do they
from
call it?
Fas. Even the name of the country is different. And when you say
Us.
yeah, Fas. And when you say you are from Africa, and they're like, why you are not black? Why you are white?
Yeah,
You know,
that's
it's like
all the
the
world has.
mentality. Yeah, it was like very different. But after that, by welcoming, like from the touristic side, now Turkey is very touristic. Like they have a lot of tourists every year, and because they saw a lot of nationalities, a lot of like a lot of Arabs. Now they know that we are not only Syrians, we are not only Saudi Arabians. But yeah, at the beginning it wasn't easy, because when they used to hear a different dialect, they're like, can you shut up? It wasn't
Yeah,
even like they
yeah,
didn't even say it in a polite way. But after that,
yeah.
they get
And
used to it.
your English, when you moved to, I think now you're very fluent. I can see. Back then, when you moved to Turkey, were you like fluent
Yeah,
this
yeah.
way?
I was.
Develop fluency with studying, since you use English in your studies, studied in
Yeah, I
English.
was good in English. I wasn't that much good, but now I'm bad, by the way, because I'm
Why?
living in Turkey, but I don't use my English often. It's more like Moroccan Darija, because all my friends are Moroccans. I have some internationals, and I use Turkish like for the daily living, like. So my English now is going very,
Yeah.
like it's going,
No, no.
yeah, it's decreasing. But at that time it wasn't bad. But when I
Yeah.
start traveling, it was developed.
Yeah.
That's why I
Okay.
discovered. Yeah.
About traveling, like traveling. When one of the questions, when should we start traveling? When is the right time to travel? Some people, they would consider it like a whole life experience. They would like say, start traveling since you're young. Others, they would say no, until you get married, until you are stable in your life, then you should start thinking about traveling and visiting other countries. Uh, what would you
I
say
think
about?
it's once you got the opportunity to travel, and traveling is not just about traveling to a different country. You can first start with your country itself.
Mhm.
So the experience itself, you don't have to like to go to a different country. Yeah, different countries, different cultures are much like rich. The experience itself is rich, but start with your country first. And sometimes I feel like traveling inside Morocco is more expensive than traveling outside of Morocco.
Yeah, it is.
So once you
It
got
is,
the
and
opportunity,
it
yeah, you
started
should
to
go, you should
more
start.
expensive, more and more expensive, especially after this pandemic. Like the prices are going very high. When they close restaurants and they close all shops, like they were like unemployed for 2 years, but when they came back, like things has changed and they really raised the price, especially hotels now. If you go to Booking and you look for the prices, you compare just Morocco with Spain, which are
Yeah. That's
crazy.
for sure. And to answer for a different part from this question, you said like when you are married. When you are married, you have another person with you. Maybe you have babies, maybe you have children, so it's more expensive. So at that time, you need to have a higher budget. But when you are by your own, you're responsible for yourself. You can sleep in the streets, you can sleep in the airport, you can go to a
Yes,
hostel. So you
yes,
don't have like you don't have red lines. Okay, you
yeah,
have red lines from different parts, but
yes,
you can, you can go with the low budget. But
yeah.
when you have your family with you, uh, like no, I don't think it's
You need hotels. You need much more things like in your in your trip. Like you can't expect to sleep in like dirty place. You need to find something that is
no, I'm
tidy.
not talking about dirty places, but you can sleep in cheap places.
Yeah, Living
For
cheap,
example,
cheap but not very.
before I got married, I could travel and go and sleep in a hostel. But now with my husband, I don't think it's the right idea. I will not say you can go and sleep in a room, and I will go and sleep in a room. And now that
Yes.
we have a child, no, it's you will look for apartments. Maybe you will look for for a hotel, and the hotel should be like with some standards. You know, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Something else
So
for
it's more
girls,
difficult.
for women, just don't wait for the prince to come and take you around the world and
Of
make you
course.
travel and discover. If you can do
This is
it by
for the
your own, just do it, because
future.
after that, marriage is a responsibility, and you don't know if you can or if you cannot. You don't know who is the person you will get married to. Is he open to traveling? Is he how can I say it, does he has the same enthusiasm like to travel like
Yeah.
you do, or something like that? So it's different. If you can do it by your own, just go for it. Don't wait for someone, because they say, okay, like their parents, when you get married, he will take you to do this, he will make your dreams come true. No, just don't wait for this. Do it by your own, and when your husband come, do it with him again. But just don't wait for that person to do things for you.
Yeah, when you don't really guarantee, as you said, that the person you will be with is also have the same interest, like traveling. Some people they don't like going out, just going out, not just
Yeah, yeah.
not traveling. Yes, that's a great idea. This drives us to another issue, which is talking about the budget, the money. Some people, why they say that traveling when you're a student is much challenging and is more difficult because we don't have money. So we need to wait until we get a neat job, until we're ready to do it financially. Is traveling really related to the budget, to the money?
Uh, I was traveling when I was living in Berlin, and Berlin is one of the most expensive cities in Germany, in Europe in general. So, but when you love something, when you want to do something, you find the way.
Yeah.
So I was living in a nice place. I was eating, alhamdulillah, very good, very well, very healthy. Um, but at the same time, I was looking for cheap things, like for to travel, like tickets. I would choose, as I said, I would choose to spend the night in the airport,
Yeah.
and not to spend it in a hostel, because I want to travel a different city. Because if I spend the money for one night in a hostel, I will not have the opportunity or the money, enough money to travel and discover and see a new city or a new country. So this is how you should do it. You cannot get everything, like not everything can be perfect.
Yeah, I mean, also you get
Negatively,
skills. As I said, this you don't get skills, these skills of not spending money on this, spending money on this. You get this with time. I don't think that everyone who will travel tomorrow
it's not
will know
only
what.
about traveling, but when you love something, like you find someone who is interested, like he wants to buy a new iPhone, he would do it. So he will
Find a
find the
way.
way, you know.
Yes,
If
he will.
someone would like to buy a Nike or something like this, he would do it. So
Yeah,
it depends on what do you prefer. What
yeah.
do you prefer to invest your money in? And I
Mhm.
think like investing your money in traveling, it's the best thing to invest your money for yourself, because you are creating memories, you are creating, like you are developing your skills, you are
Mhm.
discovering a lot of things, you are learning, like you are learning from life
Yeah,
mainly.
you're seeing new people, um, discovering new cultures.
Different people. And you discover yourself, by the way.
Yeah, you discover.
Yeah,
And so you discover people who travel with you. Like sometimes you don't
yeah,
know, you don't really know the people you are with until you travel with them, until you
yeah,
taste.
exactly. You travel, like when you travel, in fact, you also you go through like how can I say it, unknown things. Like
And
you don't know what will happen, so you don't know how will you act at that moment. and
yeah,
and then you discover that when you go through this, you will do this, And is this like, is my reaction was good at that time? Did I manage well? And with time, you discover yourself more. You know what are the things you should change in your personality, what are the things, or who are the people you should not like stay with them or travel with them. Maybe we should just be friends, just hi, how are you, and that's it.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also when you go out, when you travel, you get out of your comfort zone. Like you will never find someone who is an introvert or something. Like all of them, they are extrovert. They like to exchange, to talk, to so you will have new skills like integrating into your life, and you will build new relationships. I believe like traveling is a nice experience. Like as you mentioned, it has nothing to do with the budget. You can travel with low budget, and you can still...
because there is something called like you can volunteer to travel. So they get you the accommodation and the food, and all what you should do is like you give them something back. You can work for them, you can teach their children like English or your home language like Arabic or wherever. Like you should just look for opportunities.
Yeah, that's another way. Some people have visited a lot of countries just volunteer work using volunteer, and it's also amazing. So traveling is like candy. Once you take a bite, you want more, and you want to visit more countries.
But maybe it depends on people,
Yes?
Maybe it depends on people.
Yeah. So some people, when they taste it, they said that's...
Or some people, for them, like traveling, it's not about a backpack and go with low budget. They should go to a very luxurious hotels. They should swim in a swimming pool. They should, So the traveling, it's different. Like for some people, they travel to discover, and for some people, they travel to relax. So it's not the same thing.
Nuha, what are the countries you visited? I believe most of the countries, the places you visited, are inside Europe, or
exactly.
Yeah. What countries have you been to?
I've been to Germany, France, Spain.
1 year.
Portugal, Poland, Austria, Hungary, Croatia.
Yes.
Italy. Okay, I have been to more than 15 countries. So
more than 15 European countries. Yeah, all these countries, like you were accompanied with your husband. You were with your husband, or?
I wasn't married at that time.
Yes, before you got married. Okay, and so what do you think? Like traveling, you have tried both. From your experience, traveling with a partner or traveling alone with friends? Alone, I mean with friends.
I traveled alone, by the way. I've been to Italy by myself.
Alone with no friends, just by yourself.
No friends, yeah. It was very challenging because you are in the bus, you don't know anyone, but at the same time, it gives you like a push to talk with people. It gives you a push to get to know other people, to talk with people. When you are with your friends, you don't have to. You don't feel that you have to get to know other people. Maybe it's a small conversation and that's it. Traveling with friends, with the right friends, it's very, very enjoyable. But also, like when you learn how to travel by yourself, and you know that when you go to some places, you will get to know people. You will create memories with some people only in this city or only in this country. It's also it has a different taste. Traveling with my husband, it's also different.
Yeah, it's different. It has a different side.
I think. For me, I like to travel. As I said, with low budget, I can take a backpack. We camp a lot actually with my husband. This is mainly what we did the most. We camped a lot, and it was very nice experience. I camped with my baby. He was 3 months old.
Nice.
Yeah, he was just a newborn. He was a little baby, and
in Turkey.
Yeah, in Turkey.
Yeah.
just like camping in a tent, and we have nothing except the nature, and that's it. But it's very nice, and we still camping till today. Yeah, we
Nice.
love camping.
Great. Okay, this drives us to the second part of our life. Now we've divided into three parts mainly: the parts, Nuha, who is she, where she came from, etc., and the part of traveling. And then now we move to the part that's most of the people following. Oh, I believe also part of those who are following you are interested in learning the English language. Of course, as you mentioned, as you told me before, you were good before you went to Turkey. How did you learn English? Did you learn it at home, or you depended more on school, or by?
Okay, I grew up, and my mother, she was an English teacher.
Yeah.
But I always had this how can I say, شنو هي عقدة?
Not. And
We
not.
say not for عقدة نفسية.
I'm not sure, but I'm not. I believe.
Yeah, I know not, but I mean عقدة نفسية.
No, I'm not sure. Not sure about.
Okay, it's just kind of a trauma or something like that. So I was good in English, even if like my mother, she was an English teacher, but in school I was good in English, and the students with me in the class, they were always saying, because your mother, she's working with you at home, she's doing your homeworks, and I hate it. And I was like, no, she's not. And even actually my mother, she wasn't doing anything with me. It was just like I love the language.
But she did influence you.
Yeah, but I never asked her to do my homeworks or mom,
Yeah,
what is this, what is that, I learned it by myself.
There is this influence of your parents, like when your parents are doing some specific job, you would like to know more about their job, maybe. Not sure about this.
For English, I'm not sure, because it was a class, like it was a class that we were taking in school.
Yeah, just a school subject.
So I had to study it. It's just like French, Arabic, or any other language in school. So after that, when my mother, like in exams or something like that, I'm like, no, don't work with me, don't study with me. So I did my effort to learn it by myself. And the thing that helped me, actually, and I believe that any language, it's mainly vocabulary. If you have a lot of vocabularies, then you are good at that language, because after that, like all the rules and things, you can just go slowly with them. But if you know the rules and you don't have like vocabulary enough, you will look like kind of weak in that language. So what helped me exactly is music, songs mainly. I used to listen to English songs, and I used to print the words, the lyrics, and after that I had my mother, she had that dictionary, Oxford dictionary, English, Arabic, French, and I used to try and translate, and translate, and I used to translate any word that I don't know. And after that, I remembered the song, because it's easy to remember songs, and by that, at the same time, I remember even words.
Mm-hmm. So this is the first thing you did. Like when did you exactly start? Did you start from primary?
Yeah, from primary.
After primary.
From primary, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and in the primary, were you doing this, like this thing of listening to music and translating and trying to understand the lyrics, or you did it after, at the middle school?
Can you repeat the question?
No, when did you start using songs and lyrics?
I think maybe in college. Like, no, it's not college. It's
middle school.
Yeah, it's middle school. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in middle school, you started using this method. Before this, you love the English. This is what makes you love English songs.
Because I hated French.
Oh, okay. That's the key, normal.
Really?
Is it true that everyone who hates French learn English? Because I had the same experience. I don't know if it's the same for everyone.
In fact, I have some friends that are very good in many languages. So it depends. if you are a language person or not. But I used to hate French. I was good in Arabic, and I loved English. I loved the language itself. It was much easier. Like there is no plus que parfait, parfait simple, parfait. So
Yeah,
it was very simple. So
complicated a little bit. Yes, it's complicated when it comes to
yeah,
the rules and things like this. Yes, okay. Was this the only thing that helped you love the language?
that's what I remember. And
Mhm.
till now, maybe my English is not that much good because I don't read books. I prefer to read books in Arabic, and I think if I read books in English, it would be much better.
Yeah, and when you went
And I
to
don't listen to songs, English songs anymore.
oh, you stopped listening to songs.
Yeah, so I think the vocabulary I have now, it's the vocabulary I took from middle school.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what is the thing that people need to develop their English in addition to songs, in your opinion? What should they focus on?
Practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you have
Like now, when you invited me, and I was like, okay, can I explain all the ideas I want to explain in English? I'm not sure because it's been a
you did
long time. Like,
you succeeded, yeah, perfectly succeeded in explaining.
yeah, but this is like, you know, it's not the level I want to have, and maybe this is lower than some old levels. I was good. I was better than this, I think, and especially that this year I'm just writing my thesis, so I don't have classes. I don't need to talk in English often, so maybe that's why. And as I said, I don't listen to English songs. I don't
Yeah.
read English books, and I don't practice a lot because a lot of my friends, like my close friends, are Moroccan, so I speak Moroccan accents. And also at the same time, when you, as a person, you are living like in just in one day, you speak 4 languages. It's very tiring, and at the same time, you don't know, should I work on my Turkish? Should I work on my English? Should I
Mm-hmm.
improve my French, or should I just read some Arabic
Yeah.
books? Because even your Arabic, like you lose your Arabic, you lose like your Moroccan accent sometimes. So yeah.
You think that you have lost some of your Moroccan Darija accent? You did?
لا كندوي بدارجة مزيان but how can
Because
I say
you
it?
did. كتهضري بها, every day, like so.
لا عادي كندوي بالدارجة عادي, غير هو بعض المرات how can I say, for example, I'm explaining an idea in Moroccan accent, and then I cannot find the right word to explain a feeling, and I find it in English or in Turkish, but not in Moroccan. And it happened to me even like in class. I used to be in class, and I'm talking with the professor, and then I'm trying to find a word in English, but it comes to my mind in Turkish. I'm not Turkish. Why? And then I'm like, bunu söylemek istiyorum, and then everyone is laughing because I'm not Turkish, but I'm trying to explain my word in Turkish, not in English. I couldn't even find it in English, you know? And like some more, like some Arab students, they're like, just say it in Arabic. What is in Arabic? I will find it in English. And you're like, I even lost it in Arabic.
Yo, that's so this is it happens actually me until now because I'm not learning French, but I'm improving my French, working on my French. So when I try to speak French, I all the time find myself using words or pronouncing words in the French, the English way.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, like information, I would say, instead of information or something. So it's normal between two languages. So how come with 3 or more?
You know, if we did this in Moroccan accents, I'm sure I would say a lot of words in English.
Yeah, yeah. It's for me, it's normal because when you use a language for a long time, you are influenced by that language, and your brain is like focused on that language. So each time you speak, and you are not really present, your mind,
Yeah,
your
exactly.
mind,
Yeah.
so you find yourself using words from the other language. That's amazing. I think that I've got some last question to end this because I see that it's already late for you. How like what's the time in Turkey now? Is it 11? Yeah. Okay. One more last question, Nuha. I've seen how the path you've taken in your life. Would you consider it like the perfect path? And this is a complex question. Like, it has two parts. Is it the perfect path for that you would recommend to every, especially girls, especially young girls, who would like to follow the same path? The second part is, yeah, about content creation. Like, how did you start? Just in brief, I know it's a long story, and it may be a long story, but just in brief, how did you start? Or did you have the intention to do it before, or just came in the way?
So the first part of your question, it was, would I
would you recommend this for this path, or you would say like you still can do great things when you're inside your country? You don't
actually
have to.
I would never do this, because we are different people, and our circumstances, our parents, our backgrounds are very different. So
Yeah.
you cannot say my path is, it's the good path. If you go through this, like 1 + 2 + 3, you will be at my place. At the same time, I'm not happy. Like, you know, people always would like to improve. You would always like to develop yourself. You would always look for better. So maybe I can give some recommendations, but I would never say just go through this way, because
Yeah.
each one of us has his own way. Like at the same time, as they say, كل الطرق تؤدي إلى روما. So sometimes
Yeah.
Rome is
You may
in the
reach
middle, and
greater things. Yeah, you may reach greater things just in your country.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, like if you can come to a girl and you will advise her, just do as I did, and you will be fine. But maybe she can do better than me. Maybe
Yeah.
she's better than me. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Her potential, the opportunities she may have, maybe
Yeah.
she can find better opportunities than me.
You know, Nuha,
Maybe if,
why I asked you this? This is very important for me as well. For some people, like going outside Morocco just for studies or for work or for anything, in our culture, equal success. That's what people think all the time. They say maybe everyone who goes to Europe, everyone who travels abroad, he is successful by default. This is why I asked you this question.
no, I don't agree at all. I had the idea, and
يقول لك راه سهل عليه الله مسكين مشى برا سهل عليه الله.
yeah, I got your idea. In fact, a lot of people, they live in Europe and they live in some countries like USA, or but like when you see their life, maybe you can just see the perfect. Like sometimes you should not believe the social media. This is one. Sometimes you should not believe the riwaya of the parents. You know, all the parents, they would like to talk about their children like they are succeeded, they have money, but what are they working? Then, for example, my child, he studied engineering, okay, and after that, he's living now in the USA. And I don't think that USA is the best country where you can live, because I don't believe that there is a healthy lifestyle there, because all people are just running after money. But you lose your time, you lose your life, you lose your health, you lose your spiritual, like
side,
you know. So like people always are looking after dollar. You are looking for money, and this is not the right life that you like. You should not chase money. At the same time, I was saying something. I jumped from a topic to another.
Yeah, it's okay. You can go from fourth to the next.
I was saying something. Yeah, sometimes like the parents, they're talking about their children, and he's like, he has a lot of money, but you think that he's working as an engineer there, but at the same, if you see the facts, maybe he's just working in a pizzeria, you know.
Yeah.
And that's it. He's like he's just delivering pizza or something like this, and you think that he's happy. No, yeah, sometimes in other countries, the apartments where you live, the health care places, people, maybe those things are good, are better than your country, but it doesn't mean if you are on the plane then you succeed.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's هذا ماشي مؤشر اللي ممكن اننا نعبروا عليه. Never. كاينين ناس، انا ندوي على راسي شخصيا، كاينين ناس ناجحين اكثر مني عايشين في المغرب عمرهم ما خرجوا من المغرب.
هذه الايديا.
انك تسافر ماشي شي حاجه اللي ممكن اننا نعبروا بها. ممكن نقول انه الواحد الى سافر ممكن يتعلم بزاف الحوايج اكثر من الانسان اللي ممكن انه يبقى في بلاصتو.
Yes.
Because as you said, you go out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, you go out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You learn new things. Oh, that's good. I think that's, that was the last thing about content creation, just in brief.
Yeah. Okay, content creation.
When did you and how? Just in brief, yeah.
I think I started 6 years ago, 5, 6 years, I don't remember. I was very active on Facebook. I had 10K in Facebook at that time. Now I have none. So I used to write about... Sorry?
You switched to Instagram.
I think Facebook, it's not the right community for me. People there, they think weirdly, like you still have people who are like, salam صباحتين تعافوا, and this is not the right place for me, you know. Like people till now they're still sending those messages, and I hate this. But I was active in Facebook. I used to write and express my feelings about something, my ideas about something. I was very active in politics somehow. I used to write, and then وصلت لهنايا, you know. And I was like, okay, I'm writing, but nothing is changed. And as I said, like the community there, people there are very somehow toxic. And I just deleted everyone. I kept the same account, but I deleted all people who are following me or friends, let's say. At the same time, before deleting, I remember I started the concept called تملك نعمة. I used to write, as I said, and at that time I thought, and I said, not all people they are with, like, they like reading. Some people they like to watch. They like to listen. So I will write something about this ni'ma, this blessing, and after that I will just make a video and I will post it on YouTube. And people who are here, they can just go and see the little Nuha, me, how I was there back then. So I used to do this concept, تملك نعمة, and in each episode we are talking about ni'ma, and I got some friends that are talking about their experience about this ni'ma, and those are very, very simple blessings, like you can see, you can talk, you can hear, you live in a society, you have parents, like those things that we take for granted. Because with social media, you know, how can I say, like you see people, they travel, you see people they were from Gucci, they were from something, they are in the beach, like you see a lot of luxurious things. Sometimes they're not even luxurious, but that's what people they show you. They don't show you how much they worked for that. They don't show you how much it was very hard. They don't talk about how much they suffered to be at that point. They just show you the happy moments, and you're like, you think that it was that much easy. Yeah, that's the image. I would love to have this, but you don't see that there are a lot of people who are suffering because they cannot see even, and you can't see. So what are you doing with this ni'ma? What are you doing with this blessing? So that was the first thing I started with on YouTube. After that I started traveling, and I'm a person who loves privacy. Maybe I'm on social media, but I love my privacy. So I didn't like to share. I didn't share anything. I shared the last place I went to. It was Croatia. Yeah, it was Croatia.
Great.
So I shared the
Like
vlog
pronounce
from there.
they pronounce it. Croatia.
Yeah, Croatia.
Croatia. Yeah.
So yeah, that was the only vlog I shared about my travel, and it was the last destination because
Mm-hmm.
I like my privacy, as I said. At the same time, I was like, I don't want to show off. I don't want to
Yeah,
tell
yeah, yeah.
people, look, I'm here, and after 2 days, I'm here, and then I'm here. You don't
But
know how people they go. Like some people,
just
they don't.
people on Instagram, there is like they like to show what they eat when they go to a restaurant or something. They show
Yeah,
their food.
it's very sad. It's
Yeah.
very sad. I'm not
Yeah.
interested what you are eating. Why are you
Yeah.
showing me what you are eating? Like if
I
there is
don't
a,
have coffee. Like everyone's got coffee at home, so coffee is
but
not
you know,
something.
sometimes I feel like Moroccan community or people in Morocco, they like to see this. When you don't share this, I don't know, like people what
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
think about
On
you, but they like.
Instagram, yeah,
So, we say, you know, يخمنوا عيني فيه. Yeah, I don't like it, but at the same time, when people they are like
yeah. I
tagging
want to
places
see.
and showing, like I at the same time I appreciate it. Oh, look, they are sitting in this coffee. They are going to this restaurant.
Yeah.
Uh,
And if they
we
don't
are,
know, a headache about it. Like they would
yeah,
love to
yeah.
know where did you go.
So I didn't share anything about traveling. All my content on YouTube, like they can just go to the channel, and they will find it was more educative. Like I talked about many topics like toxic people, how to love yourself. Um, I have a lot of concepts. Also, I have a podcast with my husband talking about different topics: minimalism,
Yeah,
materialism. We
I've
talked
heard
about
some
education. We talked
podcasts.
about marriage. Sorry.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard some episodes of your podcast on Spotify. It's really
Which
interesting.
which one? The marriage one or the normal
Yeah,
topics?
yeah, yeah. Obviously about marriage.
About marriage, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we tried to share our experience about marriage, khutuba, and all those things. So yeah, and after that, I was all the time I was in Instagram, but I was on the 7K, you know, just I was stuck in the 7K. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of content. Yeah, my content is good. And then I called for action. So for people who are interested in like creating content, you should call for action. One day I decided, okay, I think I deserve more than 7K. Like, and a lot of people they were saying this. No, your content is nice. You do nice things. Maybe you deserve more people. And then I said, okay, if you believe in what I'm doing, share this content and let's in 1 month. No, I said in 10 days or something like this. Let's take it to 10K. Uh, I reached 10K in less than 24 hours.
yeah. So that's calling for action.
Yeah.
Maybe I
So
should
you
action.
should call for action.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm not very excited or I'm looking for followers. I'm trying to
I
increase the
see.
followers. I'm not doing this at
It just
all.
comes, it just comes. Creating your content because you love doing this.
But
This
you
is
know,
my
sometimes, unfortunately, creating content when you go to like when you start having a huge number of followers, it takes you time, like to read, to search, to
course.
shoot, to edit,
Yeah.
and you have other responsibilities. So sometimes it should be you need like you need the income from this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Unfortunately, some people they don't get it if they are not in the domain, but I think yeah, you need income from this. If it's not giving you income, so you should not give 100% of your
Yeah.
time to it.
Obviously. Yeah. You should get some benefit from it, or should just stop it. Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes
To help you.
when you are doing it to share information with people, when you are doing it because you love creating content, you can just like keep doing this, but just don't dedicate all your time, the whole
Of
24
course.
hours of your life for
Yeah.
this.
Yes. Is there someone who help you in shooting, editing?
Yeah, my husband, he is a photographer. He's
Yeah.
a videographer mainly. He's very creative, mashallah, and he do a lot of like good things concerning this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he helped me in shooting at the beginning for YouTube. Like for YouTube videos, he edited a lot of my YouTube videos. But after that, I took
Nice.
the lead.
Amazing.
But now I'm
Yeah.
responsible for what I'm doing.
Okay, great. You should start learning now. Yeah.
No,
Nuha,
I enjoy editing. I enjoy
yeah.
shooting, but he is much good in the technical part, you know, like for cameras, which camera is good, which lens
Yeah.
we should use, what should I say, like, you know, all those things.
Yeah, he's professional, obviously.
Thank you.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Nuha. I really appreciate your presence today in this live interview. I think that's most of those who were watching, they really loved hearing about your story. So
I hope my English was good. As I said, my English is very bad. And now after I said that we should practice, and because when you invited me, I was like, okay, this is a good opportunity for me to practice and just to feel and to know what is my level. I felt like I said like a lot. I don't know if people.
No.
Yeah, I know. Like people, they say a word, but I'm trying to.
No, not that much. You didn't
work
say
on it and try to improve.
I didn't notice it because most people use it, you know. Most people, especially Americans. Americans are very famous by this. Thank you so much, Nuha.
I think maybe we can take, if anyone has a question, like 2 or 3 questions, and then we can just...
Yeah, I think I've got a question. One.
Okay. كيف ما سمعوا لينا نسمعوا لهم.
Okay. Okay, some questions we already talked about them. Like, how can we improve our English writing skills? We talked about how can we improve your level in general. هنا السؤال بالعربية: اختبار اللغة الإنجليزية في الجامعة التركية أين يمكن التحضير له؟ واش خصك اختبار بعدا ديال اللغة الإنجليزية TOEFL or something ولا
بعد في الجامعات الخاصة. أصلا الجامعات الحكومية التركية قليل اللي فيهم كتلقى فيهم 100% بالونجلي قراية. وحتى الا كان زعما ما غتحتاجش واحد الليفل اللي يكون واعر، يعني الا كان عندك شي ليفل راه هما غالبا كيكون عندهم امتحان. بالنسبه للجامعات اللي بريفي الا عندك الايتس ولا التوفل اتس جود، يو ابلاي with the score you have، ولكن كيكونوا طالبين واحد سكور معين. otherwise they have their own exam. هما كيدوزوا لك الامتحان ديالهم، كيكون عندهم واحد لاطات كيعيطوا لك وكتجيو كدوز داك الامتحان، وحسب النقطه اللي كتجيب يا اما you pass and you start studying in the department، يا اما كيخرجوا لك حسب النقطه حسب الجريد شمن ليفل، واش intermediate level، واش غتبدا من الهاي ليفل، واش فهمتي. وكل ليفل عنده مثلا كاين اللي فيه 6 شهور، كاين اللي فيه عام. الا كنتي مثلا من والو غتبدا كيعطوك عام ديال القرايه ديال الانجلي، كاين اللي كيقرا مثلا غير 6 شهور، كاين اللي كيقرا غير سيمستر.
هادو private universities.
في الببليك كنظن غيكون عندهم تما واقيلا شي امتحان، سينو غيكونوا طالبين منك سكور ديال الطفل ولا الايلتس.
Yeah, okay, good. Now another question. معلومات حول الدراسة في ألمانيا، ماستر دراسات تتعلق بالماستر في ألمانيا.
بزاف الناس كيسولوني على المانيا، ولكن مع الاسف انا ماشي دفعت، انا ما دفعتش لالمانيا. انا دفعت بزاف ديال، انا دفعت من الجامعه اللي كنت كنقرا فيها دايره شراكات مع بزاف الجامعات. فاحنا كيكون مطلوب منا اول حاجه يكون عندك واحد النقطه في المعدل ديالك ديال السيمستر، ديال لي سيمستر اللي قريتي، وفي نفس الوقت كتعاود دوز امتحان ديال لونجلي، وكياخذوا لك هاد جوج النقاط هادو كيديروا بهم واحد المعدل، وكيديروا ان ليست ديال الطلبه كاملين اللي دفعوا في ديك الفتره انهم يمشيو ايراسموس. والحاجه الزوينه في هاد الايراسموس هو انه كتكون واحد المنحه كياخذوها، كتكون كوطه، كيكون واحد العدد معين ديال الطلبه هادوك من هاد المعدل اللي داروا به اون ليست. دوك مثلا 20 الاولين في لا ليست كتخرج لهم هاد ولا وقيله لا اكثر، كتخرج لهم هاد السكولرشيب اللي هي جو بونس دابا وقيله 500 اورو للشهر.
داخل فيها الاكوموديشنز؟
لا، كلشي على حسابك. هو نورمالمون بحال مثلا انا مشيت قريت فابور، قريت في جامعه فابور في المانيا، نورمالمون الناس ما كيخلصوهاش، ولكن ما قريتش في اليونيفرسيتي ديالو كان خلصتها. وكتمشي لتما السكن على حسابك، الماكله على حسابك، كلشي على حسابك. غير هو حيت انا كنت من دوك زعما المتفوقين الاولين اللي خرجت لهم ديك لابورس ديال ايراسموس
ريت ديال
فعطاوني، ولكن هذيك الساعه في الوقت ديالي انا كانت 400 اورو. والمشكل ديال هادو ديال مثلا فاش كتبغي تمشي لشي دوله اوروبيه بحال هكا كيخصك تبلوكي الفلوس. يعني مثلا غتمشي تجلس 6 شهور خاصك تبلوكي على كل شهر 700 اورو خاصها تكون عندك في الكونت. انا مشيت على اساس عام دونك كان خاصني 7 المليون ولا شي حاجه 8 المليون شي حاجه بحال هكا.
Okay, so هذا another topic I guess تنديروا ليه مرة أخرى. Okay, I think one more question, the last one.
شكون عنده سؤال؟ يلا سولوني.
هنا شي واحد كيسول على is the diplomat mandatory to apply
for what؟
في ملي كتدفع لتركيا when you apply for Turkish universities should you have some diplomat back or
خاصك الا كنتي غتدفع لا ليسونس خاص يكون عندك الباك، الا غتدفع الماستر خاص يكون عندك لا ليسونس، سينو غتجي لهنا وتقرا الليسي ديالهم وغتقرا بالتركيه وتمحن.
yeah Turkey. Okay, nice. So I guess those were all the questions we have.
Okay, thank you so much. I really enjoyed. المهم كان دوينا على بزاف ديال الحوايج
Yeah, talked about many things. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. It's been, you know, it's been 1 hour, one whole hour. You know what I told you when I told you it's going to be 40 minutes.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Since discussion was really fruitful.
I hope it was.
Yeah. And I hope that we can do another live maybe.
اوكي في الاخر بغيت نبارطاجي معكم غير واحد الكوت ما تنساوش. الكوت كيقول collect moments not things because we grow up in houses where you find a lot of things. You find that your mother or your parents they are collecting things from like 1980 and you never use it, and even in your room if you go now if you go to the small boxes you have you will find a ticket or anything like it has nothing like to do, you will not use it even, but we like to stick to those things and I think we should invest more in collecting moments, not only in traveling but in general in life.
Yeah.
As I said before, the best investment is to invest in yourself, and how you can invest in yourself by traveling, not only like outside of Morocco. Start with Morocco, and then you will get opportunities. At the same time, there are a lot of opportunities to travel outside, even if you have low budget. I had a really low budget. As I said, I was student. I was trying to like manage my daily, like my monthly. How can I say like budget? Yeah, it's my monthly budget for everything I need, but at the same time I could travel 15 countries. So if I didn't do this, and I took a risk. I took the risk a lot.
Yeah, of course you need to take risks. Thank you so much. And guys, Nuha has a lot to say, has more to say. You can join her, follow her, follow her for more things about traveling. She's not just sharing traveling on her stories, she's sharing like things you may be interested in. Thank you so much, Nuhan. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I hope that we can come back for another live next time.
Inshallah, why not? Inshallah.
Thank you, and have a great night.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for everyone who gave us his time, like 1 hour of your time. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed a lot, and thank you for the invitation.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Good night.
Bye.